Hello, everyone. Welcome to Land Tamer Stream. It is Thursday night, Friday Eve, as I like to say around here. Hope everything's going well for you. We are. Hey, dude, for him, how are you, man? Good to see you here in the chat. Hope your studies are going well. I'm curious if you have rescheduled the written. I know you're talking about doing that. I know you're getting ready for it. By the way, Nightbot is down, it seems, tonight for some reason. Oh, it's back up now. Cool. Hey, Casadix is here in the house. Hope you all are doing well on your Thursday night. Just a brief stream tonight. I want to share an experience about the scheduling the lab exam. Let's see. Dude, from having a blast with Google Cloud using Tony E's YouTube on how to do Eve. Yeah, that's a great video. I've also played a little bit with Google Cloud, and that's cool. Build some big labs, man. Have some fun. Mark Milo, how are you? Happy we're starting, but at the same time, enjoyed the song. Law would not have complained if you were 2 minutes later. You know, I should post the playlist. That music is available for download on YouTube. It's actually from a playlist, a YouTube playlist on free music that does not get copyright strikes. So that's why I use it. But yeah, those are some good tunes. Thank you, Mark Milo. That's probably my favorite playlist for the stream. But okay, yeah, I will do that. Let me make a note of that, by the way. As a matter of fact, I'll add it to my commands too, so you can use it at any time. But the Nightbot was not working earlier. I swear I typed several different times. I've got a music. Oh, wait a second. I already have a command for that. That's where it comes from. That doesn't tell you the songs, though. So I need to do one for that, actually. But yeah, we got quite a few commands you can use for Nightbot. I've been thinking about using Mobot, too. But yeah, today I tried to go and schedule the lab exam, and I found out a couple things. I have a couple of screenshots too. Let me see if I can pull those up. I had not actually tried to log in and do this before until now. And it was pretty exciting, actually, just to be able to log in and see the screen pop up, you know. But this is one of the login screens here. And essentially, you know, you have to put in your registration or your Cisco ID, registration ID from the written exam. Then it lets you get to the next screen, which lets you start to select your location. And I was looking, when you pull down location, there's a number of countries listed there. And I was looking for United States. I didn't find it. I had to find Richardson. That's all it said was Richardson. So that is now the only location. They were quick about that, I tell you. At least in terms of their public announcements. Yeah, that's the only place you can schedule now in 2019. And this is as far as you can schedule. So to see these days are orange. All the green dates are available scheduled dates. So, for example, these weeks in April are not even available. They only have 2 weeks in April. And you could hover over the date and it would tell you how many seats are available. So just out of curiosity, I went and I selected or looked at a bunch of different dates. I was curious how many they would schedule at any one time in Richardson. And it looks like it will schedule up to 5 CCIE exams. And by the way, this CCIE tracker, and it says routing and switching here, but I think that means, you know, I'm not sure exactly what that means. Does that mean 5 seats for routing and switching? Or does that mean that some of these other dates are other lab types? That I don't know. But the most that could be scheduled on one day were 5. Some of the dates had 5. Most of them, though, had a combination of either 4, 3, 2, or even 1. So people have already been scheduling out through May. So anyway, I'm not comfortable scheduling this yet, so I decided not to do it. But I did at least get familiar with it. My thinking is it's $1,600, and that's interest that, if I don't take it until December, that's, whatever my account that I keep that money in, it's not a whole lot, but that's interest that basically I would be giving to Cisco, whereas I could keep compounding interest on that myself until time comes to pay it. And from what I could tell, I'm probably going to look at, so January, so about 5 months out is your limitation. You're simply not tying up the money right now. Exactly. Dude, for him, plus it's 500 to reschedule. I thought it was free to reschedule. I could be wrong. There is a reschedule policy that I did not read. Let's see real quick, because within 90 days. Okay, yeah, because if you want to reschedule, you have to do it within 90 days out. I think there is a way to adjust arrangements too. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just log on to the site. 1,600. You may book an exam for a date less than 90 days away. Exactly. So, if you complete payment on the day you book the exam. Okay. However, I will say it was allowing me to select dates in January. As a matter of fact, next Monday was an option to select to schedule an exam. Mark Milo, he did not bother reading because he does not plan to take it again. Exactly. That is called confidence. Well, I just know from my written. Now, my written was rescheduled by me twice, both due to basically family situations or responsibilities that came up that were unplanned. And then the facility rescheduled it for me on my behalf once. So my written, the third attempt itself got rescheduled 3 times. So rescheduling. Yeah, cancellation or change the original exam or location may be made free of charge if completed 91 days or more before the scheduled lab date. You may book an exam for a date less than 90 days away if you complete payment on the day that you booked the exam. Okay, that's why it was going to allow me to schedule the exam for next Monday. Okay, you may reschedule a lab if the date is less than 91 days in the future for a fee. This is only applicable to lab locations accepting credit cards. No refunds will be issued. Okay, so I did not know that, dude friend. That is good to know. And really, though, with the lab, I mean, this is a whole different ball game. With the written, it's just a facility that has, tests on a PC, right? It's not a big deal. You don't have to travel very far. So I like that they had a very flexible reschedule program for the written exam and the CCNP and CCNA. I had to do that multiple times. The lab is a different ball game, though, right? Because for most of us, involves travel. So you're not going to willy-nilly schedule one and then decide at the last minute, I need to reschedule because I don't think I'm ready. Well, for me, that'll probably involve a plane ticket, hotel, maybe rental car, who knows. So I kind of want to wait also for those reasons as well, because I want to see what other people can, I want to get a lot of other people having taken the lab and they can recommend like hotels, place to stay, things like that. Yeah, that's why we're adding a new permanent lab in Richardson, Texas. I'm curious even where that is. Like I meant to look that up today, but I just had to do this like over lunch really quickly. Richardson, Texas. I understand it's close to Dallas, right? Let's see here. Yeah, it's outside of Dallas, which is interesting. As a matter of fact, I wonder where I work. There is a data center near Dallas. I've had to fly out there at least once to do work, but sounds smart. Focus your studies right now as you go to schedule tests when the time is right. Exactly. So I saw that today, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to schedule yet. I am just going to wait until, probably middle of the year. And if I'm feeling good about it then I'll go ahead and book. And I won't, so I'll book the lab probably 3 or so months. Well, it will be more than 3 months in advance. It'll probably be like 5 months in advance. What I'm noticing today, though, is you can't really book it out more than 5 months in advance. So, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of a different mindset and strategy, and I'm probably going to take a little time to kind of wrap my head around that and how I want to. My thinking is I'll probably schedule it 5 months out, so around July or August, and I won't make my travel plans until 90 days out. Once the 90 days hits, then I'll go ahead and make my travel plans. So yeah, that's what I can report on today. I did not work on this video series today. Just did not have time. I worked late last night. I had to change window last night. I didn't even make it to the gym this morning. We'll be going tomorrow though. But I did work on my written notes. As a matter of fact, like between a few waiting periods during the change, I did, and after the change, I even did some more work on the written notes. I'm about 3/4 of the way through those, but again, my commitment is I have tonight and tomorrow, and I may even take Saturday to finish those, and then start on the lab workbook. So I'll just say at the latest, I'll be starting Sunday on the multicast section of the workbook. And flashcards, yes, I've been doing those both for my flashcards and NecroCube's flashcards. I've even got it in my daily routine. I have a little checklist of things I go through to make sure I get taken care of, and the flashcards is on there. So every day I'm going through those. And as a matter of fact, I added some more last night after reviewing some written questions, in particular one that I thought I got right, but turns out I did not. And I was a little surprised by that. So I made a couple of flashcards on that material. No trivia tonight. I do have a couple of great meat chunks. This I have not listened to yet, but this is the IPv6 Buzz podcast on Packet Pushers. They have a new episode, 17. It seems like they don't make one every month, but some months they have more than one. So I'm not completely sure their schedule, but I love this podcast. And it's the only one right now that I listen to every episode of because there's not so many of them, and it's about one of my favorite subjects. Also, IPv6 was this great article on APNIC about your configuring approach to servers running IPv6, like static, and how to configure what do you use on your network for DHCP, v6, as well as router advertisements, which are very important. It's a whole different mindset, right? That's a really good, somewhat brief article on it. And I would encourage you, if you've never been to the APNIC site, apnic.net, blog.apnic.net, they have some really good in-depth technical articles on there that are pertinent to today. So that is really all I've got, folks. I also had one person who, I had someone who DM'd me on Twitter and requested that book. So I'm glad we got a taker on this. I'll probably be sending that out. It's supposed to get their address, send that out. and I really hope they enjoy it. And that's all I got, folks. Tomorrow I am off. As you may know on the stream, I take a break Friday nights, and then I will stream Saturday and Sunday, unless something comes up. Thanks so much for stopping by. Good to see everybody in the chat. Sending you all good bits on your own studies. Keep it up, folks. Work towards a prize, right? There's no substitute for the hard work that has to go in to getting those certs. And I know you folks are doing it, and I'm going to try to keep doing it myself. And, January is already 10 days in. Thank you. Enjoy your day off. Thank you very much, Mark Milo. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much, and everyone's encouragement. You can follow me here on Twitter, on Instagram, and, of course, on YouTube, where I will be posting this video series. And also, of course, you can follow me here and even subscribe if you have an Amazon Prime account. You get a free Twitch Prime account that you can use once a month. So thanks so much, folks. We shall see you back here Saturday on the Land Tamer stream. Have a great Friday, folks.